Hello!
Hey everyone, and welcome to today's video. So it is another day in October, and I have another fun craft for you, and this is another TikTok made me do it video, and today we are making a bleeding skull candle. So let's get started. So the supplies you are going to need is one husband, because he won't let you play with sharp objects.
Candles.
You'll need 3 candles. You need 2 white candles and 1 red candle. And these are all from Dollar Tree, even the skulls. You will need a skull. And
not your own.
Right, not this one. This one. What you will do is you will...
And preferably not your neighbor's.
You know what? You take all the fun out of everything.
I know. But we have good neighbors now.
That's true. Okay. Not your neighbor's skull either. A plastic one. Hollow one. Now, just know, if you buy these from Dollar Tree, some of them have little burrs on them, so definitely make sure to sand them off to make sure to see if there's actually a little bit of an opening. If so, get some duct tape, get some electrical tape, and tape those up.
Just so your wax doesn't
run out.
At the bottom.
Right. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your candle and you're going to put it on the very top of the skull and trace around it.
Don't trace the bottom.
Do not trace the bottom because it's rounded. You want to trace up here at the top. So then, using some sort of X-Acto knife or knife cutter.
What I did was I took my punch.
And that's like an ice pick punch type.
Put holes in that line where I traced it around. To where I didn't have to cut very far, because with these skulls, they do cut off pretty easily. I know that from doing all the tiki torches. And then grab your utility knife and cut around.
So if you think that you might mess up, definitely start smaller and then check your candle, because what you're going to do next is you're going to melt your candles. I know, I'm telling you to melt things. You're going to take a pot of water and fill it. What I suggest to do is put your candles in the pot and pour the water around them, because you don't want it to be too deep, and
you don't want it overflowing and making a bubbly mess.
Right, and you don't want it to overflow when you put the candles in. So starting it out with your candles in it, you'll be able to gauge your depth of water. Then you will turn your stove on to medium heat, and you're going to let it bubble, simmer, and melt your candles down.
Cauldron brew and cauldron bubble?
That's right. So the next step then will be, like I said, sand off your burrs. And you can see this one does have a hole in it, so we're going to have to get some tape and cover it. You're going to take your white melted wax and you're going to pour it into your skull. Definitely make sure to take out your wick, because you're going to need it. You're going to pour the wax in, put your wick inside of it, and keep pouring in your wax. Actually, hold that stop. You're going to pour in your white wax and put this in and let it set until it's semi-hard. Kind of get it pulled out and let it form in that mold area. Because then you're going to take your red candle, you're going to take the wick from your white candle and put it in, and then pour your red wax in that divot. And then
he's fixing a divot.
I'm fixing a divot. Name that movie in the comments. And then your white wax will go over top. Then, as it melts, it's going to bleed the red wax, and it looks really cool. What I will definitely make sure to link the TikTok I found where I found it in the description below. So the first thing I'm going to do is go melt my white wax. So I'll see you in a little bit after the wax is
After the wax is waxed.
After the wax is melted. So I just took the jar thingy out of the skull, and as you can see, 2 whites did not fill it. It's kind of up in his nostrils area, but I still have this like big, the only reason it went up that far, I think, is because I had the jar in there. So I now have to get more candles to fill the hole in the center, and then put more in it to fill the skull itself. So this is going to take more than 3 candles. So I have to pause this project for a moment so that I can get another couple candles, and then we will resume. Okay, so Sam came in and took care of cutting out our skull for us, and here is how it turned out. Now, I do think that part of the issue with the back of the skull is that when we cut it towards the back instead of straight up here. A little bit more forward on the skull probably would have done us a world of good. And you can kind of see down here where some of the holes were that we taped up with the masking tape. But overall, I think it turned out really well. I will say that we used 4 of the white candles and 1 red. So it was $5 for the candle and $1 for the skull. So a total of $6. Now, in the TikTok that I watched, and I'll link it in the description below, they took the candle holder and pushed it down into the wax, which I did the first time, but the second time when I did it today, it really didn't want to like maneuver well. So I don't know what the issue was. So I just filled it with the wax and then put the red on the top. It'll kind of give the same effect, I'm sure. But I think it really turned out cool. It does have kind of the weird waxy feeling that candles do. Definitely if you make this and light it, make sure it's on some sort of like glass plate or something, because obviously wax is going to get everywhere. So this is how it turned out. I'm really excited. I'm really impressed. I say, even with the little bit of the changes I made, it's definitely a TikTok win. So thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow for a new video. Bye everyone. Bye guys.